Hello everyone. In previous video we have seen about three-phase power measurement. Now in this video we will continue the part of that one. So here we will discuss about two wattmeter method. In previous video we have seen about three-phase power measurement, what it is and what is the Blundel's theorem, as well as what is 3 wattmeter method and single wattmeter method. So now we will discuss about 2 wattmeter method. According to Blundel's theorem, if the common point of pressure coil is made to coincide with one of the lines, then only n minus 1 wattmeters are required for a n phase system. Okay. According to Blundel's theorem, we have already seen in last video, if common point of pressure coil of pressure coil is made to coincide with one of the lines, then only n minus 1 wattmeters are required for n phase system. Okay, this is employed in 2 wattmeter method. Here for 3 phase system, okay, n is 3, then n minus 1 will be 2. So 2 wattmeters are used, and it is shown in the figure. You can see in the figure, you can see 3 phase system is there, A, B and C, and for this 3 phase system only 2 wattmeters are used, that is WA for phase A and WB for phase B, and there are 3 phases A, B and C. Okay, the current flowing through these 3 phases, that is IA, IB and IC, and load is star connected. So the instantaneous power in the load is given by the relation VA-IA plus VB-IB plus VC-IC. Okay, this is the instantaneous power in the load. Now reading of wattmeter WA. So this is WA. So the reading of WA will be, for star connection, it will be PA equals to IA VA minus VC. Okay, this wattmeter pressure coil is connected in A and C phase. Similarly, for reading of wattmeter WB, it is PB equals to IB VB minus VC. Okay. In this case, the pressure coil of wattmeter WB is connected in phase B and phase C. The sum of the readings of wattmeters is given as, okay, this is WA and this is WB. So in this, the power measured by W is PA and power measured by WB is PB. So the sum of readings of wattmeters will be P equals to PA plus PB, and we know that PA is IA VA minus VC plus PB is IB VB minus VC. So if we add these two powers, then we will get P equals to VAIA plus VBIB minus VC in bracket IA plus IB. So we will get this term as a sum of PA and PB, that is power measured by WA and WB wattmeters. Then applying Kirchhoff's current law at point O, we will get here, if we apply the Kirchhoff's current law, okay, that is KCL, and KCL states that the incoming current equals to outgoing current at a particular point. Okay, so we will get IA plus IB plus IC equals to 0. So this is O point. For O point we can write the incoming current IA, IC and IB equals to 0, or from this expression we can write IA plus IB equals to minus IC. So in previous equation, instead of IA plus IB, here we can substitute it by minus IC. Then we will get P equals to VAIA plus VBIB plus VCIC. So this will be the sum of readings of wattmeters, that is P equals to PA plus PB, and we have kept I plus IB as a minus IC. Then we got this equation. Here you can see that one. Okay. The final equation is VAI plus VBIB plus VCIC. So this total reading is equal to instantaneous power of the load. We have already seen. Hence these two wattmeters measure the power consumed by the load. So this discussion is for the three-phase circuit in which the conductors are connected in star connection. Now let us discuss the power measurement for delta connected circuit. So here delta connected circuit, you can see in this figure. Again, the instantaneous power in the load is same as for star connection. Instantaneous power, that is VAI plus VBIB plus VCIC. instantaneous power in the load, similar to the star connection. Now again same procedure, that is reading of wattmeter W and WB we will write. So for this delta connected circuit, PA is minus VC, IA plus IA minus IC. Okay, here in the diagram you can see ACB three phases, two wattmeters WA WB. Here in delta connected circuit, current directions are given: IC, IA and IB. For a particular phase, the total current flowing through that phase is given. So for PA it is minus VC, IA minus IC. Here you can see. Then reading of wattmeter WB, that is PB equals to VB in bracket IB minus IA, this current. Okay, then we have to take sum of reading of wattmeters, sum of two readings, that is PA and PB, and it will be power, that is the sum of two readings. P equals to PA plus PB. So here we have to substitute values of PA and PB. So for PA it is minus VC, IA minus IC, and for PB, okay, this is for PA, and for PB it is VB in bracket IB minus IA. And after taking this sum of this PA and PB, we will get equation as P equals to VB IB plus VC IC minus IA in bracket VB plus VC. So we will get this as a sum of two readings, that is PA plus PB. Applying Kirchhoff's voltage law, we get VA plus VB plus VC equals to 0, and from this equation we can write VA plus VB plus VC VA plus VB plus VC equals to 0. This is statement for applying Kirchhoff's voltage law to the circuit of delta connection. So from this expression we can write VB plus VC equals to minus VA. So if we substitute this in the expression of power, then we will get as a P equals to VAIA plus VBIB plus VCIC. So this is total reading equal to the instantaneous power of the load. Hence these two wattmeters measure the power consumed by the load, and the above results are valid for both balanced as well as unbalanced load. Now we will consider balanced star connected load with its phasor diagram as shown in the figure. So you can see phase diagram for star connection for balanced load. Consider IA, IB and IC are the IA, IB and IC are the RMS values of the phase currents. Okay, phase currents, and VA, VB and VC are the RMS value of phase voltages. Okay, values are RMS, both voltage as well as values of current. So for balanced load, we can write VA equals to VB equals to VC equals to V. And IA equals to IB equals to IC equals to I. Okay, this is for balanced load. We know that for balanced load, the voltages of three phases are equal in magnitude, and the current flowing through all the three phases are equal in magnitude. And the line voltages can be expressed as VAC equals to VBC equals to VAB equal to root 3 V. The power factor is equal to cos phi, we know this one, where this phi is the angle by which phase voltages lead the corresponding phase currents. For wattmeter WA, the current IA and the voltage across pressure coil is VAC. From phasor diagram, it can be seen that the current IA, okay, current IA leads the voltage AC. Okay, this is current IA and voltage AC, VAC. So here current is leading by some angle, and that is this complete angle is 30 degree, and here it is phi. Okay, that means leading angle is 30 minus phi. Hence reading of wattmeter WA is given as PAC equals to VACIA cos 30 minus phi, or we can write as root 3 VI cos 30 minus phi. This is for PA. Now voltage VBC, here you can see that expression, P equals to VAC IA cos 30 minus phi equals to root 3 VI cos 30 minus phi. Now voltage VBC through wattmeter WB leads the current IB by an angle of 30 plus phi. So from phasor diagram we can see that one. the current IB and voltage VBC. Okay, here voltage VBC leads the current this IB. In previous case, the current IA was leading to voltage VAC. Here voltage VBC is leading to current IB, and here this angle is 30 and here this one is phi. So total angle will be 30 plus phi. Okay, angle between VBC and IB is 30 plus phi. So PB, that is reading of wattmeter WB, will be PB equals to VCB IB cos 30 plus phi. Okay, or we can write it as a root 3 VI cos 30 plus phi. Okay, so here instead of this VCB we are taking as a V, and VCB is line voltage and here V is okay, it is also line voltage. Sorry, VCB is line voltage and V is phase voltage. So to express this line voltage we are multiplying by this root 3. So that's why root 3 V is there, and current IB is written as a I. Okay, because load is balanced, and we are considering star connection. Okay, now the sum of the readings of wattmeter readings, that is PA and PB, P equals to PA plus PB. So we know the values of PA and PB. P is equal to PA plus PB. So PA is root 3 VI cos 30 minus 5 and PB is root 3 VI cos 30 plus 5. Okay. So here root 3 VI is common, and in bracket cos 30 minus 5 plus cos 30 plus 5, or we can write as a P equals to 3 VI cos 5, and this equation represents the total power consumed by the load. So now we will derive the required relation for power factor. The difference between two readings of wattmeter can be PA minus PB. Okay, and that will be value of PA minus value of PB. So here it is root 3 PA minus PB will be root 3 VI sin phi. Okay, so here root 3 VI is common, and in bracket cos 30 minus 5 minus cos 30 plus 5, and that will become sin phi That's why PA minus PB is root 3 VI sin phi. If we divide the PA minus PB upon PA plus PB, then we will get root 3 VI sin phi upon 3 VI, sorry, root 3 V sin phi upon root 3 V cos phi, and that is tan phi upon root 3. Okay, and it can be written as phi equals to tan inverse in bracket root 3 PA minus PB upon PA plus PB. Now the power factor is equal to cos phi. We can write cos phi equals to cos in bracket tan inverse in bracket root 3 PA minus PB upon PA plus PB. So in this video we have seen about 2 wattmeter method, and in previous videos we have seen single wattmeter and 3 wattmeter method. So these are the three methods to measure the power of three-phase system. In next video we will see the numerical based on this three-phase power measurement and three-phase wattmeter. Thank you for watching this video.